and welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome back. I think the frame dropping has stopped and it's stabilized. We are going to continue Resident Evil 2 tonight. We're going to start the Claire campaign, Claire B. Apparently, you can do it in opposite order. If you do Disc 2 first, you can do Claire A and then Leon B, but that's neither here nor there. I really enjoyed Resident Evil 2. It is an insane, crazy-ass improvement over the first Resident Evil 1 in terms of the flow and the design, and I'm kind of surprised that I enjoyed it so much that I'm gonna do both campaigns. But I have heard that the Claire B campaign is way more difficult, so we gotta buckle up and lock in, as the kids say. But yeah, we did a little bit of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 a moment ago, and that was a ton of fun. Thank you to everybody who tuned in and everybody who participated. And yeah, now we're gonna do some Resi, some RE2. Kubo, I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for the 17 months. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Hello, Azura, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, RE2, Claire campaign. This probably will be a short stream because I wasn't expecting Marvel to go on for as long as it did. But I really like Resident Evil 2. This kind of blew me away with how much I enjoyed it, and I'm glad that I did this because I wasn't originally planning on streaming Resident Evil 2 this year. I was going to save it for next year, but RE1 left a bad taste in my mouth, so I was like, you know what? We'll give Resident Evil 2 a punt. Resident Evil 2. So here we are, Claire B. The harder campaign, from what I've heard, it's significantly more difficult. Let's just do it. Let's go for it. 2-disc video game. 2 discs? 2 entire discs?
In the midst of the T-virus outbreak in
Surely you jest.
Leon Kennedy succeeded in escaping from the city, following his encounter with one of the only other survivors. A woman named Ada, a spy seeking the deadly G virus. However, Ada!
Yeah, Ada's dead.
Leon was not the sole survivor of the incident. A girl named Claire Redfield was in town on business of her own. She came to uncover the mysterious circumstances of her brother's disappearance. Chris Redfield, a member of the STARS Alpha team. Only now her mission has become quite simple.
So this is Chris Redfield's sister.
Survival within the nightmare that was once Raccoon City.
She's trying to find Boulder Punchy McGee. What was the first video game you guys ever encountered that was a 2-disc package? Because for me, it was Tales of Symphonia, and that game was so friggin' huge that it needed 2 discs, and it blew my mind as a kid. Hey Doodle, welcome back. Final Fantasy IX. I still need to get around to playing it. I mean, I've played a little bit of FF9, but not, like, I need to, like, play it. I was a Final Fantasy VIII kid growing up. You never did, really? Also, welcome back, Kubo.
I'm finally here.
Not a single 2-disc game? Uh-oh. It's the dead.
Maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Why'd he bite me? I'm a trucker. Yeah, it's the dead, and they're walking. Somebody should make a comic book out of that idea. Okay, so I think Trucker Dude is actually the real protagonist of Claire's campaign. Look at my trucker hat!
Hello?
You never had a PlayStation? I never had a PS1 growing up.
Hello?
I'm trying not to talk too much over the cutscene. I'll shut up for a second. Then we'll start yapping.
Look, I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer. Are you listening?
Zombies!
Wait!
Duck!
Shoot!
Down!
We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
You got it, Leon. I trust this himbo with my life.
There! Buckle up.
Okay.
Buckle up, buckaroo.
What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went
Great.
insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job.
Poor Leon.
Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Oh, and then the evil truck driver. Look at my truck! Look at my 18-wheeler!
Could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
Look out!
He went flying.
You okay?
Still in one piece.
Bro got ejected.
Maniac's gonna ram us!
He's a zombie truck driver. Hey Corey, welcome back. You can tell this was written by the Japanese based on the fact she's alarmed there's a gun. Every American has a gun in the glove box of their car.
Okay.
Everyone knows that. Yeah, you never had a PlayStation. I had a PS2 growing up. I never had a PS1, and I think the PS1 library might even be better than the PS2 library. Honestly, the PS1 is stacked with amazing titles, but the first 2-disc game I ever saw was Tales of Symphonia for the GameCube. Also, we gotta book it. We gotta get out of here. Final Fantasy IX, but you were watching your sister play. The first one you remember is for the Mass Effect games. There were a couple of Xbox titles that were multi-disc. Hey, MB, welcome to the stream. Check Discord, really important. I trust you. I'm gonna pull this up. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Resident Evil 2. Is this Little Zan?
Yeah, fuck my Chungus life.
Okay. Okay, Little Zan, do you want to run that by me again? What was that? I gotta pull you what... I gotta show you guys what MB just DM me.
Yeah, fuck my Chungus life.
So I think that's what... I think that's what Little Zan is up to. Fuck my Chungus life. Interesting. That was really important, by the way, MB. I agree. Thank you for sending that my way. You witnessed that by pure coincidence? All right. Get a couple multi-disc installs for the PC before Tales of Symphonia. I think those count. That was kind of the PC version of a multi-disc game. So, if you guys weren't here for the RE2 stream with when we were doing Leon's campaign, this campaign is not one-to-one with that campaign apparently, so I'm still kind of going into this like half-blind. Entrance to the parking shutter is shut down. Can I use the key? Yeah, apparently this is the more difficult of the two campaigns as well, so we're probably gonna get our shit rocked, but you know, we'll figure it out. I really enjoyed Leon's campaign. Like I very much enjoyed playing through RE2, so hopefully this isn't, you know, ball-bustingly difficult. Oh, this is the one room in Leon's campaign where it was like, don't go that way, you will die. Also, apparently we're gonna see Mr. X in this campaign. In the 2019 remake, Mr. X just follows you throughout the whole game, regardless. But apparently he only shows up in the B scenario. What is this? Lockpick. Master of unlocking. Alright, let's go ahead and save. I'm gonna save over every file except for this first one. Alright. Uh-oh. Where they at, though? I hear them. I hear them hurgling, but where are they at? Well, now I know the layout of the Raccoon City Police Department, so I'm probably not going to get lost. I can say that. Hopefully. I shouldn't say that because I'm going to jinx it, but I know where everything is.
Hey, get over here!
Paul Blart?
I can't set her down. I'll drop you a rope ladder. Grab onto it. Come on, just a little more.
Dude.
Get off me.
Wait a minute, is he actually gangster? Is he actually... Oh my god! I thought he was gonna be a dumb dude who gets eaten by zombies, but he's actually... Oh, okay, maybe... Okay, well... I thought he was actually slick with it for a second. What was the name of the helicopter guy from RE4? Mike. Rest in peace, Mike. So that's how this ended up happening, I see. So I guess Claire's campaign takes place before Leon's? What is it with helicopter pilots in Resident Evil games? Like, just, if you're a helicopter pilot in the Resident Evil series, you will die. You're gonna crash your helicopter or get shot down or shot with a bazooka. No joke, I think Mike's death in Resident Evil 4 is one of the saddest deaths in gaming history. Him and Leon are like, after this, we'll go to the bar. Yeah, I know a good bar. And then he just gets shot down, bro. It's messed up. Okay. Oh, since we have the lockpick as well, get off of me. Wow. Rude ass bird. Since we have the lockpick, we'll probably be able to just go about the police department however we feel like. That was fucked. It was fucked up. When I first played Resident Evil 4 and I got to that point, I was like, I was in my bag for a couple days. I was just a mess. I was like, no, not Mike. Not Mike. He's not the only one though. If you're a helicopter pilot in the Resident Evil universe, you're not gonna have a good time. You're gonna die. It took every ounce of restraint, every fiber of my being to not stream Resident Evil 4 this year. I love that game so much. It is top 10 favorite video game for me. I love Resident Evil 4. I'm glad that I'm playing the original PlayStation games though. Even though I ended up hating Resident Evil 1, I'm glad that I played it and that I have that experience. And then, you know, I'm glad that I'm playing this game because it kicks ass. I want to take that valve handle back up to the water tower. But yeah, it took every ounce of restraint to not stream Resident Evil 4 again, because I love that game so much. There are a handful of video games that I just replay over and over and over again. You know, the Sonic games, the Mega Man games, and whatnot. Resident Evil 4 is one of those games that I'm going to just play over and over and over again until I'm dead. But unlike Mega Man or the Genesis Sonic games, Resident Evil 4 is a pretty long game. It can take you between 8 to like 20 hours to beat. Even in the old folks home. I'll be in the nursing home getting a high score in mercenaries mode. That's gonna be me. But I am so glad that I decided to play this year instead of waiting till next year's getting spooky with it, because this game rocks. It is such an improvement over the first Resident Evil. It is insane. Acid rounds. Ooh, does Claire get the grenade launcher? Leon didn't get that. Sweet. Leon got a ton of weapons though. The Magnum, the handgun, the shotgun. Dude, we have to drop the load! Okay, that helicopter just jettisoned a man. And he's bald, which makes him twice as scary. That's Mr. X. And Mr. X likes to stalk Claire. So we have to be vigilant. Oh, there he is. Wait, no, that wasn't him. Can't open it because of the debris. Or as I pronounced it as a kid, debris. Oh, hi, friend! He's got the freaking Vegeta overhead. I was confused playing Leon's campaign, and I was like, where's Mr. X? Where's he at? Because in the 2019 remake, he follows you regardless of who you're playing as. He's constantly hunting you down. But Ko told me that he's exclusive to the B campaign. Alright. Need the heart key for that. Right. So here's the thing. I know the layout of the police department now that I've played Leon's campaign, but I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go. Leon was pretty straightforward. Like, it was a very linear campaign, right? Whereas this, I feel like there's gonna be more non-linearity. Like, I don't know, I can do stuff out of order, maybe? Can't carry any more items. We're running low on ammo. Oh. I think this game hits a perfect balance of survival horror, like having to manage your inventory and stuff, while also giving you plenty of ammo. Because, like, there were basically no instances of me running out of ammo during the Leon campaign. That maybe only became a threat to me once or twice. But then you realize this game is directed by Hideki Kamiya, so that makes sense that there's more action. Jeez Louise! That's a lot of zombies. Okay, this will take us back into the main lobby. RPD. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what my objective is with Claire. With Leon, it was very linear. It was very straightforward. And we need the unicorn emblem. I'm gonna drop a save. Ooh, shotgun. That's like an old-timey flintlock blunderbuss. Let's drop a save. They were having a hacky sack competition outside the door. Yeah, all those zombies, they were just vibing. Okay. I think I'll just alternate between like 1 or 2 saves instead of dropping a new save on a new file every time. I'm not too worried about getting soft locked. Alright, now let's get this old-timey ass King K. Rool looking rifle. There's an item box over here. I'm gonna peep that. Oh, right. Keycard. Can I go in the Marvin room? No! Okay. I don't want to waste one of my heals immediately. But I need this gun. I really didn't want to use that, but I needed... Oh, this is the grenade launcher? This shit looks like an old-timey Civil War rifle. Okay. Not a shotgun. The little icon for it kind of reminds me of Torchlight 2. It's very reminiscent of that game to me, which is a game that I'm going to stream at some point. Freaking love Torchlight 2. It's probably my favorite dungeon crawler. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but sometime, at some point. Maybe I can schmoove by him. Nope! I immediately healed and I'm gonna have to heal again. Should finish Torchlight 2. It definitely loses steam towards the end. It runs out of steam like towards the end, but it's worth finishing. Yeah, kick his head off. Diablo 3 is also really good. It had an infamously terrible launch, but Diablo 3, if you go back and play it now, it's great. Like, I remember when Torchlight 2 came out, it was the Diablo killer because the launch of Diablo 3 was so botched. But they're both worth playing. But my nostalgia lies with Torchlight 2. And I do like the steampunk, sort of rune punk aesthetic of that game. Okay. Current objective, survive, I guess. Don't get eaten by a zombie or falcon punched by Mr. X. But I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Thankfully, I remember the layout of the RPD pretty well. Compared to the Arclay Mansion in Resident Evil 1, which I just could not map in my head. I was just wandering about. Hello, friend. Liquor. Are you dead? Are you sure? Yeah, he's dead. Or handgun ammo. That's my pro tip from somebody playing Resident Evil 2 for the first time, is to just mash the X button against every wall, because you never know when there's going to be ammo, because you can't really tell. The ammo and the stuff that you can pick up just blends into the pre-rendered backgrounds. Is there really nothing in this room? No? Okay. Some herbs that I can come back and get. This is a club key, right? Yeah, this is the club key. Hey Blake, welcome to the stream. 343 dropped a trailer for another Halo 1 remake. Yeah, it seems a bit unnecessary. But also, the Master Chief Collection is, like, always gonna be there, and that's probably the definitive way to play the Halo series by now. I don't know why you would stick to the original hardware, but like Halo 1's always going to be that was my thing with the RE4 remake. Like, I was totally ambivalent to the Resident Evil 4 remake. The original game is like one of my favorites of all time, and it will never be surpassed. But the RE4 remake like did its own thing, and even if it was awful, there's still the original game. Halo 1 remake looks like Kingdom Hearts 4? Really? I might have to pull this up, because that sounds funny. Okay. Maybe I gotta fight Mr. X, but I can't beat Mr. X. .343 is in full break glass in case of emergency mode. A lot of video game devs are right now, unfortunately. The AAA bubble is going to burst very soon. I think GTA 6 might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. I would, you know, if I'm wrong, I'll eat my words. I'm sure I'm gonna be wrong. I'm sure it's gonna sell 1 Grand Theft Alien copies, but I think it's also gonna be the first. Oh, I think it's gonna be the first $100 video game. I would not be surprised if Rockstar releases it and the MSRP is $100. I truthfully believe that GTA 6 is going to be the thing that bursts the AAA bubble right now in gaming. That scream, I think that's the same scream that's used in that one YouTube video that's the Candle Cove Lost episode video. I think that's the same stock scream. It could sell a lot, but I feel like it's gonna make people... Well, that's the thing, they can't live up to the hype of it, you know what I'm saying? There's no way they can live up to the hype of it. I need to find an item box. I gotta store my stuff. I can't pick up any more items. I think one, it's going to be $100, which is ridiculous. Video games should not be any more than $60. But I also think it's not going to live up to people's expectations, and it's not going to be finished, and it's going to be buggy, and I think that's going to be like the end of AAA gaming. But I'm probably going to be wrong, because I'm an idiot, and I'm always wrong about stuff. But if I'm right, you heard it here first. And a safety room, thank God. Safe room, rather. GTA is probably safe by being virtue of being GTA. It could be, yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you guys. A lot of people have said I'm crazy for my take regarding this. Like that's a ludicrous thing, but I'm probably gonna be wrong. It's probably gonna sell well and people are gonna love it, but I'm also saying that if I'm not wrong, you heard it here first. GTA 6 is going to have government ID age verification. I wouldn't be surprised by that either. Secretary's Diary A. April 6th, I accidentally moved one of the stone statues on... Oh, we've already read this. Rare items worth... Yeah, okay, so this is the same exact text that we read during Leon's campaign. Noted. I'm still gonna collect all the journals and stuff, but I probably won't read it out again. That sounded like grandma. I'm like 90% certain that that's the same stock scream that was used in so many like creepypasta videos and stuff. Okay. Got 2 inventory slots open. I'm gonna put the ink ribbons up. That'll give us 3. We're gonna stow these away in the box. The crash is already happening. It's just a slow burn instead of instantaneous like in 1983. I think I could agree with that, Blake. I kind of also agree. Some people think it's going to be the end of gaming in general, which I think is really silly, because indie devs will always be around and smaller studios will always be around. But for big dog, high budget, artsy, fartsy, cinematic gaming, AAA, quadruple A, whatever you want to call it, I think we're about to see the end of it. And I am completely indifferent. I'm not jumping for joy like, oh, yay, because I don't play these games. I don't care. But I'm also like completely uninterested. Santa Monica Studios, Naughty Dog, Rockstar, you know, you hit a point of diminishing returns where you make your game so big and expensive that the investment on it is not worth what you will get from it. But again, this is Grand Theft Auto, so it's gonna sell. It's gonna sell a bajillion copies. All right, we need the red rubies. I don't have those yet. Thought that was gonna be Mr. X. It's just a liquor. Now, if it was Mr. X, that would be worth shitting your britches over, but the liquor is a pretty incompetent enemy compared to the hunter from Resident Evil 1. It's probably easier to dodge the liquor than it is the regular ass zombies that shamble around. I'm gonna let this music ride out while I open my seltzer water. I started buying these, the little $1 like flavored seltzer waters, because Arizona, which used to be my go-to, tastes horrible now. The 99-cent Arizona teas, I don't know if it's the like artificial sweetener that, because I drink the diet ones, right? And they used to be awesome. That was my go-to, but I don't know if they're using a different sweetener or what, but they taste horrible now. They taste like dishwater. Like, I don't know. So I started buying these, the clear frost $1 like flavored seltzer water. I used to hate La Croix, like the unflavored sparkling waters, but those have actually grown on me over the years. This game's soundtrack is awesome, and that is one thing that the 2019 remake did not bring to the table. They did not come correct with the bangers. LaCroix, I don't know how it's pronounced. I used to pronounce it LaCroix, and then somebody says it's pronounced LaCroix, because it's like French, I guess. I have no idea. The ambiance in this has caught my ear. I recommend this game. Resident Evil 1, I don't. Resident Evil 1 was a very frustrating experience. Maybe the GameCube version is better, that's what I've heard. But I can very much recommend this game. This game kicks ass. LaCroix is on funny because on Croy. Troy and Croy. Man, what an old inside joke. Croy is the evil version of Troy. You swear on Troy, and that's like swearing on your mother. You swear on Croy, and it means nothing. I'm speaking gibberish pig Latin to anybody who does not know of this inside joke. Oh, I might be able to go save Marvin. Hold up. Maybe in Claire's campaign, I can save Marvin. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the Arizonas, the 99-cent Arizona tea. I would get the diet green tea, and I would get the diet Arnold Palmer, and they both taste terrible now. Okay, I still can't go in there. I don't know what happened. Also, the peace teas, which were very good, I used to get those a lot, but they're way smaller now. They come in like a tiny-ass little can. Whereas they used to be huge. It would give you a big boy can. Police Memorial, Desolation Form. Oh, the equipment. Yeah, okay, 2236. I remember. Maybe Sega should remake Sonic Colors again. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Sonic Colors Ultimate is like good now. Like it's been fixed. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. I used to not like Sonic Colors, but that game actually has also grown on me. When I was younger, I was like not into it really, compared to Sonic Unleashed. But I've grown to like Sonic Colors. No, I know you're just comparing it to 343. You're just having a giggle, having a laugh. But that got me wondering, because I was thinking about picking up Sonic Colors Ultimate. The Peace Tea Blue, the blue Peace Tea is so good. They still taste good, but they don't come in the big cans anymore. Sonic Colors is good if you use mods, just like every other Sonic game. Well, I guess if that's the case, then the person who told me was misinformed. Because they told me, they said, yeah, Sonic Colors Ultimate is good now, it's been updated. It might be your little brother got bored of Sonic Colors Ultimate sometime after you bought it for him. To be fair, when I was a kid, I also got bored of Sonic Colors really quickly, and I put it down. And I'm still a huge Sonic fan, but as a kid, I was a huge diehard Sonic fan, and I played and beat most of the games, like on the Mega Collection and Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, but Sonic Colors did not, it did not keep my attention. It wasn't until I replayed it a couple years ago that I really appreciated it for being a different, for being a different take on Sonic. I'm gonna stream Shadow Generations soon. I just don't have any storage on my computer. I have like 200 gigs left. I'm running out of storage space. It also kind of runs choppy with my potato PC graphics card, but I wouldn't mind that much. You've heard Shadow Generations is the best Sonic game in a long time. That is also what I've heard, and I'm really excited to play it. Sonic Generations is like the only boost formula Sonic game that I like. I know I just said I like Colors, but Sonic Colors to me doesn't really play like a boost formula game. It's mostly slow, like methodical platforming, and even occasional like puzzle platforming. Even though it is a boost formula game, I don't classify it as one. Sonic Colors is kind of its own thing. There's a lot, yeah, there's a lot more 2D sections too than 3D. All right, I don't have the lighter, so I'll put a pin in that. Yeah, I've heard Shadow Generations is good. If they use what they have with Shadow Generations as the template or the foundational building blocks of the next 3D Sonic game, they could have a really amazing game on their hands. But it's Sonic Team, so they're gonna find a way to beef it somehow. They'll find a way. I love Sonic. I want to root for the little guy. I want to see him win, but when Sonic Team is behind the wheel, who knows? Do you think Colors DS is... Sonic Colors on the DS is really good. It's like the unofficial Sonic Rush 3. It was called Sonic Colors, but it's pretty much Sonic Rush 3, and it is very good. I would also like to play Project 06, but again, it barely runs on my potato PC, which is a shame. Because I really want to play it, but it's a bit weird for an old-ass game. Well, Sonic 06 is an old-ass game, but Project 06 is a remake of it in, I think, Unreal Engine or Unity, and it doesn't run well on my computer. What's crazy is that the dude, I don't know if this is true, I kind of don't believe it, but apparently Chaos X, right? The guy who's making PO6, or I think he's done with it, even though it's not finished, but apparently he's never even played Sonic 06, which I think he's fibbing. I don't know if I believe that. Project 06 is Unity? Okay. Yeah, and it doesn't run very well on my potato PC. Early morning, 2:30 a.m., zombies overran the operation from... Okay, this is new, I think. Operation room, and another battle broke out. We lost 4 more people, including David. We're down to 4 people, including myself. We failed to secure the weapons cache and hope for our survival continues. No, we read this. I thought that was new, but I think we read that during Leon's campaign. Project 06 is still getting one more update. The next update will be the last one. All they really have to do is like refine it a little bit from what I've heard. Like there's still some buggy stuff here and there because, you know, it's Sonic 06. And implement the cutscenes and implement the hub world, which if I'm being honest, I kind of hope they don't implement the hub world. I hated the hub world in Sonic 06. Like if I'm being honest, I think it would just be better if you went from level to level and you could like select the level whenever you want to replay it. I hated Soliana. I did not like that hub world. It was so boring. Soliana was the bane of my child's self-existence. Same thing with Station Square, but at least like Station Square and Mystic Ruins are vibey and they're cool. That's a personal thing for me is I don't like half-assed hub worlds and platformers. You either go big or you go home. I am not a fan of like lazy half-assed hub worlds, and Sonic Adventures, I don't like the hub world in that game either, but at least like Station Square and Mystic Ruins are really cool looking. Or the music is like Mystic Ruins theme is so mysterious and cool sounding. I don't know. But I do not care if they don't implement the hub world in Project 06. I'm good. I did not like Soliana. Hey. Doodle, that's crazy that you just typed hey in chat and I could hear the NPC's voice in my head. Hey. I think Sonic 06 was the first bad game that I ever played where I tried to convince myself it was good. I had played plenty of bad games as a kid, but I was like, okay, this is a bad game. Like I was perceptive of the fact that the game was bad. Sonic 06 was the first awful game that I ever played where I tried so hard to convince myself it was actually good, just because it was the coolest shit ever. What do you think of the Starship Mario versus the Comet? I think I like the Mario Galaxy 2 hub world a bit more. And it's not what you think. It's not because it's like you can skip it and you can just go from level to level. It's the music. I love that little theme from Mario Galaxy 2. I like that way more than the Observatory in Galaxy 1. I'm not a huge fan of either of them, but I don't think either of them are bad. Because Galaxy 1's is also really warm and inviting. Okay, we're gonna meet Leon in here. You like 06 multiplayer? So did Jesse Pinkman in Breaking Bad, because he played it with Brock.
Leon!
Jesse is canonically a Sonic fan in Breaking Bad.
See, you're still among the living. It looks like we're not gonna find your brother here after all.
Kubo, which one do you like more? Yeah, sorry, Claire. I think the best example of a hub world in a platformer done well, in my opinion, is Gruntilda's Lair from Banjo-Kazooie. Gruntilda's Lair is perfect. There's plenty of secrets to find, but it's not overwhelming. It's linear, but it's not a literal straight line. Grunty's Lair is perfect. Sonic Adventure 1, I like Station Square decently enough, but I would have preferred it if there were no hub worlds in SA1. I like Mystic Ruins though. If Mystic Ruins were the whole game's hub world, if it was just Mystic Ruins, then that was it. Like, I would maybe even like it. And I say this as someone who really likes Sonic Adventure 1.
Any longer than necessary. Let's split up, look for any survivors, and get out of here.
Right.
You feel the same way, Doodle? Yeah.
Here's a radio. Take it.
Not Mario 64. Peach's Castle is great too, but I think Grunty's Lair is better. Peach's Castle is like solid. Don't get it twisted, but Grunty's Lair is just above and beyond. It goes so far beyond what a hub world can be. You never played SA1, but you feel like as a kid you would have gotten lost in Mystic Ruins. That's kind of what I liked about it. Between the big wide open environment and the music, Mystic Ruins felt like otherworldly. I'm sorry, a crossbow? Okay, I guess I've got a crossbow now. Like Delfino Plaza. Yeah, I don't think Mario's had a bad hub world. I think all of the hub worlds in Mario games are typically pretty good. Got the diamond key. Is there anything else here? You like the vibes of the Comet Observatory, but it's hard to not find joy in Starship Mario. I agree. I think I'd like it more than the Comet Observatory. I wonder if I can find that skimpy picture of Rebecca Chambers if I search Wesker's desk again. Delfino Plaza is good. You know, I like everything about Super Mario Sunshine except for actually playing it. I can't even pick it up if it is there. My inventory's maxed out. Crossbow is badass. I don't know if it'll be a good zombie killing tool though. All right, Leon, I'll check you later. Catch you later. I mean, I'll check you out too. You're kind of a hunk. We got a fax. Despite the NPC interactions, you think Unleashed had the best hub worlds? See, it's crazy you say that because that's the reason I stopped playing Sonic Unleashed. I like the Werehog. I like the daytime stages. I stopped streaming Sonic Unleashed when the Recom came out, like earlier this year. I stopped streaming it because I hated the hub world so much. Leon says, we gotta face the facts. He would say some shit like that. That's so true. Unleashed has a hub world, you don't remember that. If you played the Wii or the PS2 version, you wouldn't remember that because the hub world is only in the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions. Federal Police Department Internal Investigation Report. Mr. Chris Redfield, Raccoon City Police Department, Stars Division. As per your request, we have conducted our internal investigation and discovered the following information. 1. Regarding the G-Virus currently under development by Umbrella Incorporated. So far, it's unconfirmed that the G-Virus even exists. We're continuing with our investigation. 2. Regarding Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. Mr. Irons has allegedly received a large sum of funds and bribes from Umbrella Incorporated over the last 5 years. He was apparently involved in the cover-up of the Mansion Lab case along with several other incidents in which Umbrella appears to have direct involvement. Mr. Irons had been arrested under suspicion of rape on 2 separate counts during his years as a university student. He underwent psychiatric evaluation as a result of the charges, but was released due to the circumstantial evidence as well as his phenomenal act. Oh, fuck you. What a scumbag. As such, extreme caution is advised when dealing with him. Jack Hamilton, Section Chief Internal Investigations, United States Federal Police Department. That is a tongue twister. Also, when he says women at the end of his campaign, women.
That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
Leon's just totally ignoring the mysterious facts that we just got. Okay. All right, I'll catch you later, Leon. No, I like the Wii and PS2 versions of Sonic Unleashed. I like the fact that there was no hub world. A child?
Help me!
What is a child doing here in this spooky police department? Ass right there, Freezehole. Yeah, I liked... Oh my god. When I streamed Sonic Unleashed earlier this year, I liked the Werehog. It's crazy what a difference turning the music off makes. Like, in the recompilation, you can disable the Werehog, like... Disabling that made the Werehog segments so much more enjoyable, like for real. I still think the Werehog should have been more focused on platforming instead of beat 'em up combat, but you know, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed revisiting Sonic Unleashed, but I stopped playing it because the hub worlds like annoyed me so much. I'm not gonna make the same mistake this time. Hasta luego. Did they just tanked that? Like that did nothing to them. Yeah, my thing with the Werehog is I think it would have been better if it was like if there was less of an emphasis on combat and they just went all out with the platforming. The daytime stages give you that blistering fast-paced speed, and then the Werehog stages are a more slower like Super Mario type platformer where you're jumping and like climbing on walls and stuff. That's what I would have done with the Werehog. They could have kept the combat, but maybe more of an emphasis on platforming. That's what I would have done. Wonder what the deal is with this room. It's blocked off in Leon's campaign as well. Wonder if I'll ever get an answer for that. That's the thing about the 5th, 6th, and 7th generation of gaming, man. PS1, PS2, PS3, N64, Sega Saturn, Xbox. It stoked the fires of your imagination. Like I'm playing this right now as a grown-ass man. I didn't grow up with this game. And I'm sitting here wondering, like, I wonder what's behind that door that I can't get into. I don't get that vibe from video games anymore. I miss that feeling. Where did this child go? I feel like I'm supposed to, you know, be a responsible adult and save the child from the zombie-infested police station. But they disappeared. You played it on Xbox? Yeah, the 360 and PS3 version had a hub world. PS2 and Wii didn't. Hey. The zombies in this game don't look too far off from the Sonic 06 NPCs. I'm thinking about like a Sonic Adventure 3, and that got me wondering, why didn't... Not falling for it this time. Why didn't Bandai Namco call Sparking Zero Tenkaichi 4? Because in Japan, the Budokai Tenkaichi games were always called Sparking. I think it's very weird that they did not call the new one Tenkaichi 4 here in America. Red, blue, red, red, blue, blue, red. All right, we got to do this puzzle again to get the vape mod. Ooh, okay, never mind. It's not a chess piece. Looks like a book. What is this? The Serpent Stone. Hell yeah. It looks like a big old block of chocolate. Now that the recomp is out, mods that fix the game are rife and plentiful. For Sonic Unleashed, I felt like when the recomp came out for Unleashed, it was pretty good like out the gate. Also, before I do any of this, I'm gonna go use the diamond key on that one room. Before I get ahead of myself. Thinking about like Dragon Ball Z. My dream fighting game is still a crossover Shonen Jump anime fighting game by Capcom or SNK. Or Namco. I respect ArcSys and, you know, Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue and all their games, but I don't like them. I don't enjoy playing them. I'm very Capcom pilled when it comes to my fighting games. Same thing with Mortal Kombat. Like, I appreciate Mortal Kombat, and I think the world building and the lore and the characters are cool. But when it comes to playing it, I think Mortal Kombat feels like shit to play. I'm not a fan of it. What do you mean there's a block button? You know, growing up playing Street Fighter, that like melted my brain. Alright, we're gonna put all that in there. I'm gonna bring a heal with me. Boom. And we're gonna use this diamond key. I don't have a map, do I? I guess it makes a map as you go. Which room was the diamond key room? I already forgot. Forgore. Guess we gotta go find it. This one? Right. Yes. Well, this was one of them. There's another one. Plastic bomb? It looks very... You know what this looks like? A high chew. That's what that reminds me of. All I need now to destroy the wall being blocked by the helicopter is a detonator. That's right there, Freezehole. This is the Marvin room, right? I'm gonna try out this crossbow. Ooh, okay. That's got a bit of a punch to it. It would have been cool if I could have picked my arrows back up out of his body. That would have been a fun gimmick with the crossbow. Like, oh, you can retrieve your ammo. Plastic bomb? Plastic bong? Did I say bong? I meant to say bomb. This crossbow's pretty cool. I'm out of ammo for it though. Already. What is this? Is this the detonator? That looks like a detonator to me. Alright, I gotta run back to the box. Storage. There's still a little bit of that, you know, running back and forth to the storage box and whatnot, but it's not nearly as bad as it was in Resident Evil 1. Which I'm very grateful for. Is there anything else back here? I don't think so. I'm mashing that X button. Oh! Film reel. You're just deaf sometimes? That's okay. I am too. Okay, back to the safe room, which was down here. In the new Halo 1 remake, they made the assault rifle 32 bullets a magazine instead of 60. I wonder why. That's a very specific change. I need to replay the Halo games. I'm one of those weirdos that I like Halo 3 more than Halo 1 and 2. I know that's a crazy, ludicrous opinion, but it has been a long time since I replayed them, though, so that opinion is subject to change. Oh, let me get that film. Get this film developed. 32 bullets a mag was a Halo 3 thing. Blake, I'm surprised you're even perceptive to something like that. That seems like such an innocuous detail that they would change. I don't know why that's a big deal. That just seems like something to complain about for the sake of complaining about. Memo to Leon. Yep, first day on the job. Everything's already gone to shit. Got hella handgun ammo. They couldn't even get the tiniest detail right in the remake. Well, I will repeat myself. I will reiterate. Nobody cares. I haven't even seen this Halo 1 remake. Like, I'm not just like, oh, don't be mean to the 50th remake or port of Halo or whatever. Like, but that just seems like a weird thing to complain about. Seems like something diehard Halo fans would be super upset about. Yeah, maybe this Halo remake looks bad and it doesn't need to exist. Sure, but that seems like a weird thing to complain about. It's your first time hearing about it. Yeah, and I'm pretty caught up with Halo. Like I enjoy those games quite a bit. I have the Master Chief Collection. I should replay those games or even stream them. I want to stream Perfect Dark, but I don't know the best way to play it. There are a lot of different avenues to play Perfect Dark. There's the 360 Xbox Live Arcade remaster. There's Perfect Dark Zero. There's a bunch of different ways to play that game, and I would have to think about how I would want to play it. Can I use the detonator to light that fire? Probably not. Bought the Master Chief Collection intending to do a Halo deep dive, but never even finished Halo 1. Give another crack at it. Halo games are good. I would say, actually, just to get your feet wet with it again, play Halo Reach, because I don't think Halo Reach is the best Halo game, but it's certainly one of, if not the most fun Halo game. COD Zombies doesn't work out. That could be a fun ult. Yeah, we could definitely do that too, regardless of Nazi zombies. Halo Reach was awesome. Like, I think it was my favorite back when I played like all the Halo games a couple years ago when I marathoned them. I also liked ODST. ODST's campaign was interesting in how it was like flashbacks and stuff. I liked the rainy vibes of it. And it just had the Halo 3 multiplayer straight up, so it was the same client. Halo 1 is 50% horror game anyway. That's true. That's not too oh, it's the same film. I've already seen this. I've already seen this one. What's ODST specifically? It's I think it's no, it's not a prequel. It takes place after the events of Halo 3, but you don't play as Master Chief. You play as these other guys that like recount what happened during the events of Halo 3. If I'm remembering correctly. Okay, I'm gonna get the dynamite explosive thing that apparently I need. I didn't even know that was a thing that I needed, but I need it to blow up the helicopter, apparently. ODST takes place in between Halo 2 and 3, so it is a prequel. Okay. And let's drop a save. I'm gonna find a good place to save, like not here, but like next good save spot. We'll call it for tonight. But I want to keep going. Dude, we could have done like Nazi zombies on Black Ops as well, which is, I was planning on doing it, but even though it's a 15-year-old video game, it never goes on sale on Steam. I don't have Black Ops on Steam. Like, I really wanted to do Kino der Toten, but nope, I don't have it. Because Activision never makes the older COD games go. They never put those on sale for some reason. I remember as a kid the hype surrounding Halo 3 as well. We at that point, my family and I, we didn't even have an Xbox 360. Like, we didn't even play mature rated games, but yet the air surrounding the release of Halo 3 and the hype for that game was palpable. Freaking Burger King had a meal deal. You could get Gamer Fuel, Halo 3 Master Chief Orange Juice. Shit was crazy. Is there anything else in this room that I might need? Probably not. Okay, so I need to blow up the helicopter. That's in the way. And what else do I need to do? I need the other ruby, which I don't even remember where to get that. I already forgot where the other ruby is. Oh, it's the fireplace. But I don't have the lighter, so I don't know how to get the other ruby yet. Because Leon has a lighter, Claire has a lockpick. I guess we'll go blow up that helicopter. Which is over here. Wait, didn't she say something about blowing this up out of the way? Or did I misread that? Take out the wall. Yeah. Use it. Why not? Oh, I had to combine them. Bombs away. On delay. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, put me in a box in the Hall of Fame. Bombs away. On delay. Oh, we've never even seen this room. Unique Claire campaign exclusive content. Oh, that's a dead woman. Hello.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were another one of those zombies.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. And just who are you? No, don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. You'll end up just like all the others.
Okay.
That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her.
This is like Fire Emblem Sacred Stones because you could do the Erica route or the Ephraim route.
Perfection.
+2. Great reference.
But it will soon putrefy and she will turn into a zombie within the hour like all the others.
There must be some way to stop it.
In a manner of speaking, there is. Either by putting a bullet through her brain, or by decapitating her completely.
His voice acting's really good considering this is Capcom in the 90s.
And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no longer. Please, I'd really like to be alone now.
Okay. Do you have anything in this room that I can pilfer? Anything at all? Are there any secrets? Chief Irons? I also don't know if I should. I don't think I should leave you here. You're probably gonna defile her carcass.
Please, I'd really like to be alone now.
Based off of that report that I read of you, so. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave you to your devices then. I'm gonna go this way. Stuffed animal. That's a big stuffed animal. Oh, they mean stuffed like taxidermy. Right, right. This is a cool looking room. Yeah, Raccoon Police Department doesn't really look like a police department. It looks more like a big mansion. I heard footsteps. And they weren't mine. This is a Scooby-Doo ass room. With these knights and everything, this is something straight out of Scooby-Doo. Where are you? Hello? Secretary's Diary B. June 8th, I was straightening up the chief's room. As I was straightening up the chief's room, he burst through the door with a furious look on his face. It's only been 2 months since I started working here, but that's the second time I've seen him like this. The last time was when I bumped into that statue, only this time he looked even more agitated than ever. I seriously thought for a moment that he was going to hurt me. June 15th, I finally discovered what the chief has been hiding all along. If he finds out that I know, my life will be in serious danger. It's getting late already. I'm just going to have to take this one day at a time. One of the knights is going to stab her through the chest. I have a tradition of every October, November, around this time of the year, I rewatch the original Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? From the 60s. It's a child.
Wait. Let me go! Easy, easy there.
Kubo, this is you working your teacher job. Just yanking children. Wait!
My name's Claire. What's yours?
Sherry.
Do you know where your parents are?
They both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits.
Oh, yeah, they're dead, kid.
Chemical plant? Then what are you doing here?
My mom called.
Yo, ain't Chemical Plant that level from Sonic 2?
Too dangerous to stay at home.
From the look of things, I'd say she was probably right. But it's dangerous here as well. You'd better come with me.
But there's something out there. I don't know what it is.
Why does this child sound older than Claire?
Than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
I think that's Mr. X. That's my cue to skedaddle. But first, let me pilfer this ammo. I've got so much handgun ammo, I don't even know what to do with it. She's like, they take me to Chemical Plant every chance they get because they're Sonic 2 fans. Don't let me go back there. Well, at least it's Chemical Plant Zone and not Metropolis Zone. I need to stream Sonic 2 again. It has been exactly 1 month and 13 days since my last Sonic 2 stream. If I don't stream it soon, I will die. Hello? Oh, he's gone. Well, he left the shiny thing behind. Ooh, the heart key. I need that. Well, unfortunately, I can't remember off the dome where the other diamond door is, and I know the one heart key takes me to the basement. Or the one heart door, but I don't remember where the other ones are. Like off the cranial, off the cuff. And the lady's body, true. What's Chief Irons doing? What's he doing? Oh yeah, that liquor's still there. I gotta make a mental note. That's the room I need to go to when I get the other ruby. So many mental notes. I don't have enough storage space up in my cranial for all of them. Rubies. Come back when you're a little richer. As long as you have enough rubies. Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. You gotta be careful of the liquor. And also the bioengineered monster, but mostly the liquor. It's funny because they're really not... Like, these guys are kind of a pushover. At least compared to the hunters in the first game. Come back when you're little Richard. Wop babaloo bop a wop bamboo. Die. Is he dead for good? I don't know. Okay, so the heart key over there. But this takes me down to the sewer, and I'm definitely not done with the police station yet. Well, I guess it doesn't take me to the sewer, it takes me to the basement, but still, not ready for that. There's still a bunch of stuff I haven't done yet. I think that'll be a good place to end tonight if I can get to the basement. Which, we've already explored most of the police station already. I just gotta find out how to get the other ruby. Two, 3, 6. More acid rounds. Hey Taldale, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we did the Leon campaign. And now we're doing the Claire campaign. Because I enjoyed playing through the Leon campaign so much that I was like, I'm gonna do both. Wop babaloo bop a wop bamboo. Take these with me now. Why did you think the acid rounds were cheese? You tell me, Asura. Why did you? Can open this with the heart key, right? Yes. Yellow and triangular shape. What's your guys' favorite cheese? Mine's pepper jack. I wonder if they're gonna get me with that jump scare again. Where the liquor jumps through. Yep! Oh my god, it crashed the game nearly from how loud it was. No, you're good, Blake. You're fine. When I called you out for the ammo rounds thing, that wasn't me, like, taking a dig at you. I was more so just pointing out that that seems like a very specific thing to be upset about. Cheddar? Sharp cheddar. I'm a big fan of pepper jack and provolone. I'll come back for that thing. I need to find a storage box. Then you got mozzarella and parmesan for pizza and pasta. Cheddar, Swiss, and Monterey. Monterey Jack's good, and like Havarti, those more robust cheeses. The cheese tier list is coming soon. We've done the breakfast tier list. Now it's time to do the cheese tier list. Okay, I'll run back to that room. I gotta find a safety box. Storage box, rather. Probably one even closer than the way I'm going. Wait. If I use this key? Yes. Sweet. Discard the key. Now we got one inventory slot. My thing with Parmesan and mozzarella, mozzarella and Parmesan, my thing is it's only really, I only eat it with pizza or pasta. If you're making a pizza or you're making a pasta, I can't think of any other context to use those two cheeses. But that's the thing, I love pizza and I love pasta, so. The new games don't do inventory management. I played, okay, so before this month, I had played Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6, and Resident Evil 4 in particular is in my top 10 favorite games of all time. 6 was the last Resident Evil game that I ever played, so I haven't played 7 or 8, and I probably won't be playing 9 just because it will not run on my potato PC. I want to play Resident Evil 7 and 8 and 9 as well, but 7 and 8 don't run on my computer, and 9 is certainly not going to run on my computer, considering it's a Capcom game that runs in the RE engine. I think Resident Evil 4 did the best inventory management with the attach case, and you played like Tetris to fit stuff in it. And it also made it to where your key items were in a separate inventory slot and you didn't have to worry about it. Whereas this game, your healing, your keys, your ammo, everything is in this inventory like space right here. Like everything. Can I run Monster Hunter Rise? Yes. In fact, I was thinking whenever I get around to getting some more storage for my computer, I was thinking about streaming Monster Hunter Rise. We streamed Monster Hunter Freedom Unite at the beginning of the year, and then I just kind of petered off of it. Like I think we did 6 or 7 streams of it, and I got my fill, but I was thinking about maybe doing Rise. But yeah, I think Resident Evil 4 had the best inventory management. It was actually fun trying to fit all of your stuff in and like play Tetris with the attach case. But also Resident Evil 4 is just like the best video game ever made, full stop. So of course it does even the inventory management well. I'll do a little bit of inventory management here. Hold up. I want to put like key items. There we go. We'll put the knife all the way down there. I'm never going to use the damn knife. You saw Rise on sale for cheap during the last sale and considered it since you remember saying you wanted to play it again. Rise, I played it on... So here's my thing with Monster Hunter Rise. When it came out in 2021, the game was literally super unfinished. Like, the story wasn't finished, there was no G rank, there were no Elder Dragons. So when the game first came out, I put maybe 150, 200 hours into it, and literally I did everything. I did everything in the game that I could. And then I just never picked it back up. Even though now they added a ton of more content to it, and there's the expansion pack and everything, but I just never picked the game back up because I got my fill of it when it came out, which is stupid because now the game is like full to the brim with content and quests and monsters and stuff. But if I stream it, that would be a good excuse to replay it. Also, it runs uncapped on PC, whereas when I played it on Switch, it was locked at like 25 FPS. I'm just doubling back around the west wing of the RPD to see if there's anything I missed, and then we'll continue. Yeah, it was locked at like 25 FPS on Switch, which I'm not a graphics snob, but I do prefer it when games run well. To me, performance isn't even a graphics thing. Some people lump graphics and the frame rate and performance together. I don't. I think performance is a totally separate like category. But yeah, it runs at an uncapped frame rate on PC, so that's cool. You heard from JJ since he experienced it later than launch, it was a better experience for him. I think I would love it if I got back into it. Plus, I prefer it over Monster Hunter World or Wilds because it's more traditional Monster Hunter. World and Wilds, I'm sure, are great games. I played a little bit of World on PS4 when it came out, but I'm not a big fan of that direction that they're taking Monster Hunter in. Whereas Monster Hunter Rise was done by the B team at Capcom, and it feels more like actual Monster Hunter to me. I'm still holding out for Generations Ultimate to get a port. It was on 3DS, and then they ported it to Switch. I wish they would bring it to other platforms. Generations Ultimate was freaking amazing, and it was so full of like quests and monsters and armor and weapons. Oh my god. If Generations Ultimate got a Steam port, I would drop everything to stream it. I would play it with you guys too. We'd all get together. We would conquer G rank. It would be awesome. It would be badass. They have to have a reason for not doing anything with the 3DS games. I don't get it. I think everybody would welcome 3DS, like Monster Hunter, call it the Ultimate Collection. It has 3 Ultimate, 4 Ultimate, and Generations Ultimate. Release it for like 40 bucks, 50 bucks even. Like, it would sell like gangbusters. Remember when people thought Shadow Generations was going to be called Sonic Generations Ultimate? That would have been a fine name for it. I mean, how much did they... Okay, I'm going to ask you, Blake, because you probably know. How much did they actually change from the original Sonic Generations? Like, not the Shadow portion. I'm talking the actual Sonic Generations portion of Shadow Generations. Is it demonstrably any different? Maybe Nintendo has exclusive rights or something? Could be, because I don't think any of those games ever got re-released outside of a Nintendo system. There are servers on Azahar for playing Monster Hunter online with friends. Yeah, but Azahar doesn't run super well on my computer either. That's how you, V-Love, and Puku played Animal Crossing together. That sounds fun. The 3DS was such a good handheld. Virtual console, you had hella games, backwards compatible with the Nintendo DS. The 3DS library itself was great. It's unfortunate that scalpers are selling them for so expensive nowadays. Which is weird, because the 3DS is not a rare or obscure console. Like, it sold 100 million units. Probably nostalgia, but the 3DS is genuinely one of your favorite consoles. The same thing for me, and it takes me right back to high school. Whenever I think about the 3DS and like my experiences playing Smash Brothers and Monster Hunter and Fire Emblem, it just takes me right back to high school. All they did was add 2 DLC costumes, added the drop dash for both modern and classic Sonic. Ian Flynn rewrote the script so the dialogue is different, and they added collectible hidden chow to every level. A faithful and inoffensive port of Generations, though you still prefer the 2011 release. If I were to stream Shadow Generations, I would probably play that version. Solely because it runs better than the 2011 version. At least from what I've seen, it's more optimized, but I would have to play it for myself. I don't even know if it'll run on my computer. Even though you didn't have many friends while you had the 3DS, because everyone moved on from Nintendo for the most part, I still loved your experience with it. Yeah, whether you were playing multiplayer games with friends or you were playing games by yourself, the 3DS was a great experience. It was a great handheld with a really nice library of games. Yo, y'all remember Nintendo Video? Y'all remember Dinosaur Party? Or what was it? Dinosaur Office. That was it. Freaking Dinosaur Office. It's in the shape of a spade. I wish Ko were here. He could tell me where the spade door is. Oh. It's the room I haven't been to yet. A brilliant deduction, Wyatt. Used to take your 3DS to conventions and get Street Pass was so neat, even though I barely used it because, like, I live in the middle of nowhere and none of my friends in high school. Like, it was me and 3 other friends who had 3DSs, right? But Street Pass was really cool, just conceptually. You prefer the 2011 version for the mod since they're not compatible with 2024 generations? Well, that makes sense because they're completely different games. I do not want to die. It's been a while since our last save, so I need to do that as well. Also, am I just not gonna get any more ammo for my crossbow? I wonder. Also, speaking of 3DS, Super Mario 3D Land is like low-key, in my opinion, one of the best Mario games. I don't know what it is. There's something about Mario 3D Land that just hits. Even above 3D World, which is another great game. 3D World was awesome, but there's just something about 3D Land that's just, it's such a good Mario experience. You didn't get a lot of Street Pass. It was usually back and forth between your brother. One time you went to a local convention and you brought your 3DS. And that many Street Passes was like magic. Yeah, that's a good memory. Good times, good times. I miss the divide between home console and handheld. Now they're kind of blended together, which is also cool in its own way. That handheld devices have become so powerful, but... Oh, the lighter. There we go. Now we can get the other gemstone. I do miss the divide between home console and handheld, because back when they were separate, you would get unique games for handhelds that were lower budget and usually were more experimental because they weren't as big of an investment for companies to make. I miss that. That's back when you would get games like Wario Land 4 for the Game Boy Advance. .3DS not being very powerful was kind of nice because it was easier to develop for most. Yeah, it certainly beat the PS Vita. Beat the shit out of it. I remember it was 2010 or like early 2011 seeing the first 3DS tech demo and seeing in-game footage of Ocarina of Time 3D and being blown away by how good it looked. I was like, this can't be real. And you know what? It still looks good. I really like the way 3DS games look. I feel like in the current economy, this combination is good, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's cool that hardware has gotten so good that we get fully like AAA games on handheld devices. Like, that's cool in its own way. But I do miss the hard divide between home console and handheld. All right, we got both of the gemstones now, so let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll probably save and quit there. We're not quite at the basement, but we're getting there. Go ahead and grab the other gem. Probably put the lighter away too. I don't know if I'm gonna need the lighter. But then again, there was that fireplace in the room with Brian Irons. I'll try and remember that room. It's very well likely that there's nothing even in there, but... Actually, I'll take it with me because I'm going that way anyway, so I may as well check it while I'm there. Man, I wish I could stream 3D Land. Low-key, like, one of the best Mario games. I love that game. I replayed it a year ago on my 3DS, and it feels like a direct sequel to Super Mario Bros. 3. More so than the new Soup games, more so than any other Mario game, 3D Land feels like a proper sequel to Mario 3. It just has the same feel to it that Mario 3 does. 3DS emulation, no, it doesn't run well at all. I've tried Lime, I've tried Citra, I've tried Azahar. None of them run well. I got Ocarina working on Azahar, but I mean, that was cool, but I prefer the N64 version anyway. Not that the 3DS remake is bad, far from it. I mean, I did a whole video on why I like the N64 version of Ocarina of Time more. 3D Land feels like 2D Mario, but in 3D. No, exactly. Like, that sounds stupid, but you're 100% right. Exactly. It has the essence of the original NES Mario games, but it's the most retro throwback feeling Mario game, and it's a new game. Like, I don't know. I would love to play that. The only thing I have on my stream itinerary after this month is Donkey Kong 64 randomizer, which I've never done before, but I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna do that for Kongvember. Okay. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check Brian's office. Still gonna check out the Pac-Man World 2 remake? Yes! I don't have the money to buy it right now, but as soon as I can, I'm gonna pick that up. Because I wanna play it and replay Pac-Man World 2. Been getting a bunch of DK64 randomizer vids in your recommendations, but in the form of... Yeah, I think Kubo showed me a couple of those. It was like sound font song, like conversions. Randomizer with tag anywhere. It has it baked into it. You can switch Kongs on the fly. I don't think I could bring myself to play a randomizer without the tag anywhere feature. This... Okay, I can't use it, but I'm glad I checked. Because I was suspecting that you could, like, light the fireplace. Yeah, the randomizer has Tag Anywhere baked into it. It's not a crazy chaos randomizer that's, like, totally balls to the wall, but... I've never done a DK64 randomizer before, but I know that game like the back of my hand. I've 101%ed DK64 like 4 times over the past couple of years. Okay. I'm glad I checked that because it's very possible that there was going to be a key item back there. Want a piece of me? Yeah, get out of here. Bluestone kind of reminds me of the Kinstones from Minish Cap. Capcom really should be given the keys to make another Zelda game. I don't know if Flagship is still kicking. They were like a subdivision of Capcom that made the Game Boy Zelda games like Oracle of Ages and Seasons and Minish Cap. I don't know if they're still around, but that would be interesting if Capcom were given the keys to make another Zelda game. Now, the only thing left for me to do before going into the basement... I haven't been in either of those rooms. I should probably go check those out. Then we'll save. It's getting late. It's 1 a.m. But we made some good progress here. We've only been playing this for an hour and a half just about, and I think we're, well, it's handy that I know the layout of the police department now. I could just save here, but I want to like wrap everything up so that way I'm not like trying to remember what I did in the stream next time we play this. Oh yeah, speaking of Kingdom Hearts, I was thinking about streaming that this Christmas, because that's a game I associate with Christmas and the holidays. I didn't grow up with Kingdom Hearts on the PS2, like I didn't play them until I got it on the PS4. And it was like Christmas of 2016 or 2017 was when I first played Kingdom Hearts, so that game's very Christmassy to me. It's also simultaneously very summery because of like Destiny Island. So yeah, I'm thinking Kingdom Hearts probably in December. Do these not look like the Kinstones? I don't know, maybe it's just me. If it was Kingdom Hearts 2, there'd even be a Christmas world. Well, Kingdom Hearts 1 has Nightmare Before Christmas, which, that's the age-old debate. Is it a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie? The world may never know. Okay, what rooms have I not been in? That one. But don't I need the club key for it? I don't have the club. That's the club key room, is it not? Hold the phone. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'll double check it anyway. If it is, then we'll just save and quit, because I think I've done everything I can currently do in the police department. Go to Christmas Town in KH2. I don't even remember that. But it's also been a very long time since I've played Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah, this is the club key room. Man, I'm looking forward to playing Resident Evil 3, if it's as good as this game is. I know people are divided on that game, though. Some people say that this is the best of the original PS1 Resident Evil games, but if 3 is at least half as good as this game, it'll be a good time, but I'm gonna save that for next year. We're not doing that this year. Certainly not. You wish Square didn't suck at porting Kingdom Hearts every time. Steam port is shoddy and the Switch port is... Yeah, the Switch ports don't even count. They're cloud server, like, ports. Is the Steam port really that bad? Because originally it was stuck to the Epic Games launcher, which is a fate worse than death. Is the Steam port any better than the Epic Games version? Like, I mean, it's a pretty low bar to clear, but... Another game that's unfortunately, it just gets worse with every subsequent port is Tales of Symphonia. The best version of the game is the GameCube original, even though it doesn't have the extra content of the later ports. With every subsequent port, the presentation, the audio, and the visuals just get more and more scuffed, and the frame rate gets worse. It's the same as Epic, where it's crash prone. That sucks. All right, we made some good progress. This might be a 3-parter. I don't know if we're gonna be able to beat this in 2 parts, because we're not even at the sewer yet, so we're not even halfway through. So this might be a 3-parter. Yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight's stream. Thank you guys so much for joining. To everyone who played Marvel 3, thank you Doodle, thank you Oscar, thank you Fernie. To everyone who tuned into the stream, thank you very much. We're gonna continue this tomorrow. And yeah, if I don't see you then, have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you later.